Rahubat. I'm reading from the Zodiac Constitution. Okay? Now, if I was you, I will get this. This is very important. This is actually the original constitution. From this constitution is where all other constitutions were created. Okay? I'm going to be reading from article, let me see. Hold on, my people. All right. I'm going to read article 2, okay? The Zodiac Constitution, birthright of the Moorish American, the Bays and the Els. Since the 12 jurymen of the 50 Union States Magna Carta document of white supremacy and the 9 judges of their Supreme Court were founded upon our Moorish Zodiac 12 signs, mathematical constitution, the lawmakers have no jurisdiction over the free Moors, the Bays and Els. In the inherited land of the Moorish nation, namely USA, Canada, Central America, and South America. When I say Central America, that's pertaining to all us here in Americas, in the Caribbean, the Antilles, I mean. Okay? Yeah. So what Article 2 proves is that this de facto corporation that you all known as government has no jurisdiction over the sovereign, the Aborigines, the organic people of the Americas. They are foreign. Okay? Put that in your mind. So stop obeying their command. Okay? It's all a play. Okay, we forward on to Article 3. Tax and military exemptions for the Moorish Americans, the Bays and the Els. The Moors referred to as Negroes definitely can never become members and citizens of the Union Society of the 48 states. Therefore, they cannot be forced or drafted into the Union, USA Army, or the military service to fight for the Magna Carta Code of white supremacy against themselves. The lawmakers of the 48 States Union order cannot force the Moors, the Bays, and the Els to pay taxes because taxation without representation is a supreme violation of the Moorish Zodiac Constitution, birthright of Islam. I self-law am master. When the Union lawmakers denounce their immoral Magna Carta Code, or resort to the Moorish Zodiac Constitution, the Moors are compelled to pay taxes because everyone of the nation will be equally represented by it. There is no room in the science of masonry, the Zodiac, for mystic god, religious worship, race, color of law, ignorance, war, crime, slavery, and humane injustice. Let that sink, okay? I'm here now on Article 5. I'm going to skip, because y'all should go along now and get this document yourself to do some further deep diving. You don't need snorkels and swimming gears to deep dive inside of these documents, okay? You just have to have the will, to move forward and search the web and get these documents, to do your own research and your own deep diving. I'm just giving you a pinch of salt, Okay, Article 5, Immoral Marriage License Code against Zodiac Law of Nature. This is pertaining to marriages and We all believe that going to married to the church and all of that, going to the cram chain, the student control, the government building, you're registering to married and all of that. We grew up in that, right? But guess what? All of that is contracting. So you end up now putting the government in your relationship, which builds a pyramid. Mother, father, and the government. And when you have a child, then the child come in between in that pyramid. So you see, there's where now you have a baby now and then you go register the baby, like your marriage has been registered, and a marriage book is a marriage contract. It's a contract. You're doing business. Same thing with the birth certificates. It's a contract. It's a business. Stocks and bonds. You know? So therefore now, where you find yourself in a spot where you mistreat your child and the neighbor calls child services and stuff like that, then they take your child and put it in orphanage and all of that stuff. That's not the way we're supposed to run our system, you know? Yeah. Okay. The truth cannot be altered and therefore needs no apology nor doctrine, because it is the supreme mental doctor itself for the entire human family, woman and man. 1. Thus, the truth is, the Sisterhood Christian Daughters of the American Revolution, DAR, search it up, DAR, Daughters of the American Revolution, established the marriage license. You hear what I said? Established the marriage license state rights code to prevent the Moorish men and women from marrying into their Magna Carta society of white supremacy. Did you ever stop to think that women and men are already married by supreme law of nature? Did you? It goes like this. From the minute you see somebody, you fall in love, your spirit connects. That's love. And if you have intercourse, oh la la, that's marriage. We're dealing with natural law, you know, everything natural. Okay? And that a marriage license is an act of violation of the law of nature. Did you know that? The natural law union between women and men spells love, and the reproduction of a child in which a marriage license plays no part in. Common sense. A book, a paper, dictating everything of you, that being. Anyway. 3. Definitely there cannot be any illegitimate children offspring from women and men, because women is the supreme gate of creation of both male and female children by the law of nature, which spells Islam, I self law am master, or I self law am master, quote unquote. The carpenter and the grand architecture of the human family, Adam, means the positive forces in women and sons responsible for evolution or reproduction of children by the law of nature. The Pope, priests, the preacher, and judges of the Christian society definitely cannot prove that the Adam and Eve had marriage licenses. Did you ever stop to think that the marriage license code is an act of selling women and men back to themselves? Do some deep diving, my people, because I did mine. I'm only here to make you think. Ashe.